In this video, I'll show you how to build your dashboard navigation. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to Dashboard Builder and then go to Member Access Settings. And here you're going to see exactly what your members or clients will see on the left side if you were to do nothing. These are all fully customizable. So for instance, if you want your members to be able to promote funnel pages or something else, you can change this to say whatever you want, and you can build pages that you can then share with your members to be able to promote. If you want that enabled, you can have that enabled, or you can disable that. For affiliate links, you can change what that says. If you wanted that to say something else besides affiliate links, it could be income opportunities or anything you want it to say. You can change that. You can also change the icons. You see here you can set different icons, or you can just totally remove that so they don't promote affiliate programs. If you want them to be able to refer other members into the system, then you'll probably want to leave that. You can change the name of what the members navigation tab says right here. You can enable that or disable that. If you want them to have their own list of leads and a pipeline, appointments, calendar, all of that, you can enable or disable that right here. And you can change what the navigation tab label says for leads. If you want them to have SMS and voice features to be able to send SMS messages to their leads and make voice and AI calls, you can enable or disable that right here. So if you want to have these options in their settings here, edit profile, live meetings, API and webhook, you can have those all enabled or disabled. And if you want to do support tickets, so your members or clients can fill out support tickets, you can have that enabled or disabled. You can also add a URL right here to add another tab for a support URL, and you can set what that you want that to say there. So if you wanted it to be something like your Facebook group, you could put whatever you want the tab to say there. So these are all the default settings that you can customize or remove. In this case, what I'll do is I'll just remove everything and we'll build this entirely from scratch. So I'm going to hide the members dashboard navigation tab. That's this tab right here that takes them to their analytics. I'm going to hide the funnel pages tab. I'm going to hide the external member links navigation tab for affiliate links. I'm going to hide the members navigation tab, hide the leads, all the leads features here, hide the commissions, hide the SMS and voice navigation tab, hide the settings, and hide the support tickets. So that is all going to be gone, and you'll see that there is now nothing here. So because we need to build an entire dashboard from scratch, what we need to do is go back into the dashboard builder. Notice there's a button here that says dashboard builder. If you happen to click on one of these links while you're in this view that your clients or members see and get taken to another page, another way you can get back to the admin area is to go here where you see this icon in the upper right hand corner and click on admin. That will also take you back into the admin tabs. So now because we have removed all the tabs, we need to build an entire navigation from scratch. So what we're going to do is go into navigation tabs under dashboard builder here. And I'm going to click this button to open and add a new navigation tab. So the first option you see here is to select an icon. So if you want to go to Font Awesome or Hero Icons and preview all of the free icons that are available, you can do that. So for instance, if you wanted a camera, what I would do is just go here and go to that drop down and then type in camera. And that's going to pull up any icons that are related to cameras. So just choose the icon you want there. If you don't want an icon, you can leave that blank, but I definitely recommend if you're building a left side navigation that you do have an icon. It looks pretty good on the top without an icon if you have a top navigation. So then you just want to put whatever you want the navigation tab to say. And then if you want this to be left navigation, make sure that is disabled so it doesn't put it on the top. And then for the link type, you do have the option for a member access page, an external URL, or affiliate links, or whatever you change that to say in your member access settings. So if you want to be one of the custom pages that you've built, you just do a member access page, and then that's going to give you a drop down to select the page that you built, and you select it there. If you want to build a page right from here, you can click this plus, and that's going to give you the option to create a page right there. And then when you want to edit that page, you can edit it right from here as well. So I definitely recommend, just for the flow of getting things done very quickly, you can create your pages as you create your tabs at the same time. So if you want this to include the navigation, either the top or the side, whichever you build, or both, then you want to have this set to include navigation. If you don't want that to include navigation on the page, then you disable that, and that will just show only the custom page that you've built without the navigation. If you do have that disabled, I definitely recommend you turn that set to open in a new tab. But if you are including the navigation, then that should be set off so that doesn't open new tabs and confuse people. So then you also want to set a navigation order there. Since this is the first one, I'm setting that to 1, and I'm going to go ahead and click create. So you see now we have the navigation tab here on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and add another tab. So click there again to add a navigation tab. And then I'll just randomly just pick one that's here. Again, you can search for any icon you want from Hero Icons or Font Awesome. And then I'm just going to put in, just put custom navigation tab 2 and put the order 2. And then I'm going to do a link type, and we'll choose external URL in this case, and I want to open that in a new tab, put in the URL there, and click create. So I did forget to change that to be a side navigation. You see that this is now on the top. We'll go ahead and leave that there for now though anyway. So now what I'm going to do is go back to the dashboard builder, and I'm going to add a navigation group. So navigation groups are like this, where it drops down and you see the other tabs inside the groups. And if you're building a left navigation, you're going to see these dots here that connect the tabs. So you won't have an icons for those. So what I'm going to do is go to the dashboard builder and go to navigation groups. And I'm going to add a navigation group here. And again, you got the same process. You just search for whatever icon you want to use. In this case, I'll just randomly pick one out of here. And then put the text you want for your navigation group there. Put the order, since this is the first navigation group, I'll just set that to 1. And then you set here whether you want that to be the top or the side, and then click create. So I have that set to be the top, and you notice it did not appear here, and that's because I do not have any tabs inside this group yet. So you're not going to see the group until there's actually a tab inside that group. So what I'm going to do now is go back to the dashboard builder. Make sure you pay attention to these buttons here where it says dashboard builder. If you happen to click on one of these tabs and go to another page and get lost, so you can't see anything to get back to your admin, what you can do is go to this icon here and click on admin, and that will bring you back to the admin tabs here. So now what I'm going to do is go back into navigation tabs, and I'm going to edit this navigation tab, and I'm going to put this inside the custom navigation group. And that's set to top navigation because it's going to be on top for the navigation group. And we'll go ahead and click Save Changes. So now you see you have two navigation tabs. One is a group and one is the tab. You notice we do the drop down, there's our navigation tab inside that group. Now for the top navigation, you can have the icons in here if you want. But for the side navigation, again, like I showed you, it's just going to have the dots there. So if we wanted to also put this other one inside the navigation group, we could edit this. And we can also move this one inside to the navigation group as well. Click Save the Changes. And you notice it's only going to be the 2 tabs here, and there's not another one to the side of it. Now, the reason why it moved it to the left is because if you only have one navigation tab or one navigation group, it's going to put it to the left so it doesn't look weird being right in the middle. But if you start building multiple navigation tabs or groups, it's going to center them in the top navigation. So now if we wanted to move this navigation group to the left, what we would do is go back to the dashboard builder and go to the navigation groups. And all we have to do is just turn that off so it's not top. And that's going to move that over to the left.